All right, the middle of August. Thanks for being here, local swell trackers. It's not a good forecast. August will be the worst month we've seen in the last 4 as far as south swell production. Taking a look at the hindcast going back last Thursday, this was the source of some south-southeast swell that we've been seeing, and you can't see much of it over here, but there's actually some southwest Tasman sea swell energy showing up on the buoys today. This is the source over here, but it's really hard to see. There it is right there. Now we're seeing 1.5 feet or 1 foot at 16 seconds from this source. It's not going to, if we see some 2-footers out of it today through Saturday, we'll be lucky. And then the southeast swell production, as you can see, leaves us. South America getting tons of storm surf. We're basically looking at a nice weather pattern for the east coast of New Zealand. We like to see a storm move right up there east coast to bring us our swell, and we don't see that. The austral circumpolar jet has established that ridge southeast of New Zealand, and it's benign weather over the primary surf source for Hawaii summer, keeping us, again, way below averages with no big swells on the charts. Coming back to today's models, we see, again, most of the stuff hitting Australia and South America, and not really much swell production. A little bit for Tahiti here, where they have the Billabong Pro Day 1 today. Some big storms, but we like them again right there, and we don't see any for the next 7 days, which means 14 days out, which means the end of August, and things could turn around in September. We'll just have to wait and see for that. Now we're going to hindcast for the North Pacific. Here's Henriette here that tracked below us, bringing in some east-southeast swell and some weather. We've seen that the last few days. And then we saw this little out-of-season soft northwest gale low track up into the Aleutians. We may see some 2-footers out of that on late Friday or Friday sometime into Saturday. And then we go into a bit of a lully period, which is very typical. I mean, it's still middle of August, but things will turn around. So we've had quite an active season for the tropics. As you can see, a lot of storms have been moving up. We're already up into the H's. Henriette. Now we'll bring us current. There's the remnant Henriette moving off here, hopefully bringing waves off to the Philippines. And there's that low that'll end up its journey in the Northwest Pacific. And then we go quiet from there. High pressures showing the blue, reestablishing themselves for the long haul. So no ground swell really for the most part for the country as well. Okay, taking a look at the surface charts, there's the high pressures. There's just a bunch of them. This low pressure up here bringing us that tiny little northwest swell. These are features from the surface up to about 5,000 feet, hand-drawn for you to make sense of it all. We do see in the intertropical convergence zone some troughiness and some low pressure. That's bringing in some weather below us, but really all in all, it's beautiful in Hawaii Nei. Showing you the features now 20,000 feet up. It's overall fairly stable around the islands. There's that low pressure down there I was just pointing to in the upper and surface regions. This guy spinning up here is bringing in some high wisps of cirrus to the islands. This is an upper level low, not able to be seen on those surface charts. Again, these are features way, way up there, but they are really good to show the jet stream influence and to see if these circulations go from the ocean up to the upper regions. Those are the ones we like. As we begin to drill down, you can see the intertropical convergence zone here, that slight remnant from that upper level low there. Some slight clouds in the mid regions. That is going to be out of here over the next few days. Quite a few clouds coming in from the east. These trade winds are established for the long haul. We may see a slight cold front moving down over the weekend, weakening the pressure gradient over the islands, breaking up that circulation just a little bit from the high. And most of the clouds are banking up against the Windward and Mauka regions, and a few spilling over, but all in all, it's dry. Highs are about upper 80s and lows in the lower 70s, and there's the rain loops showing most of the rain again offshore on the windward side. And yeah, that's the update. We'll catch you back here in a couple weeks on your local swell tracker. Mahalo for checking in.